Hey, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this reading, I'm using the Slavic Legends Tarot by Taroteca Studios. All right, so I'm just going to give my cards a shuffle here, and my intention, as always, is to just get an overview of the week ahead and some of the energies and themes and opportunities that will be coming up for us. Okay. So I'm going to do 3 cards here. Each card is going to be a segment of the upcoming week. So first card is for the beginning of the week, middle card, middle of the week, and then the last card is for the end of the week. All right, so if you enjoy this video, I post these every week, usually on a Friday. And give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave me a comment, and also check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got tons of fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. So we have the 3 of coins for the beginning of the week. So as we start our week, Monday, Tuesday-ish, we have the energy of the 3 of coins. And the 3 of coins, it is what I would call a card of focus and a card of work. As you can see, the guy in this card he's working on a project. He's carving this pillar and he looks pretty happy. Like he looks really into it. Like he's just focused. He's really in the zone. He's just like really focused on what he's doing. And it makes me think of that feeling you get when you're working on a project that is something that you enjoy, where you're using your talents and your skills and you're just really into it. Like I feel this way when I'm working on a painting or I'm drawing or something, and I just get in the zone and I'm just focused and I'm really, really into it. And sometimes doing like a repetitive task too, I'll sometimes just like get into that zone where I'm just really focused. So that's what I think of when I see the 3 of coins. Now, the advice that the 3 of coins has for us at the beginning of the week, I just need a moment to gaze at this card here. Oftentimes the 3 of coins has multiple people on the card. This particular version does not, although we do see a couple of faces here on the pillar. But typically there's 3 people on this card. And so usually I would talk about working together and not trying to do everything by yourself. But I'm not going to go that route with this card because this guy is by himself and he's working. I'm really drawn to the pillar, and I'm drawn to the tiers or the stages. So there's the first pentacle here, second, and he's working on the 3rd one. So he's moving up. There is this theme of almost ascension, moving up this pillar. He started at the bottom and now he's finishing up the top pentacle. It looks like he's almost done his project, actually. And I'm not sure what this necessarily means, but it feels like for some of us, we might be finishing up a project at the beginning of the week. We might be kind of putting the final touches on something. I'm kind of stumbling with this card. I don't know if you notice. I'm kind of stumbling to make sense of it. I feel like it's encouraging us to focus at the beginning of the week, and it's also encouraging us to put our time and energy into projects that not only have meaning for us, but projects where we can really utilize our unique abilities and our skills and our talents. When we're using our unique skills and abilities, that's when we can really get into that zone and just really focus. And I feel like that's what this card is really encouraging us to do at the beginning of the week. So let's have a look at the next card for the middle of the week. Okay, so here we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, Eight of Wands is a card of speed. And actually, both the Three of Coins and the Eight of Wands are cards of movement. There's action happening here. No one's sitting still in either of these cards. But with the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of speed and there's a lot of forward movement. And I'm really intrigued by the phoenix type bird that's on this card. I don't know if it's a phoenix, but it's on fire. So it makes me think of a phoenix, this fiery bird rising from the flames. And it makes me think of that. The phoenix is a symbol of transformation and kind of rising from the ashes. And with the Eight of Wands, we have this fiery bird and these 8 wands moving full speed ahead. So there is a lot of potential for movement this week. And even though this card has shown up in the middle of the week, you may even start to feel the beginnings of this forward quick movement, maybe even at the beginning of the week, or maybe not till towards the end of the week. But this week is definitely a card of moving, or this week is definitely a week of speed and moving forward with things. So a few things to keep in mind is your actions and the things you do, so the intentions you set, the actions you take, may have a little bit more of an impact, more of an oomph this week than in the past. So that feeling sometimes where you're working towards something and nothing is really happening, or it feels like you're making slow progress, that is not what the Eight of Wands is about. The Eight of Wands is about the opposite of that. So maybe even taking small little actions that have big results and that really get the momentum going. What I'm getting with the Eight of Wands is that this week is a week of momentum, starting to get that momentum going, getting the ball rolling, getting things going. Okay, let's look at the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have the Two of Cups here. Okay, so Two of Cups is actually very different from the other two cards. Two of Cups is a very peaceful, harmonious card that highlights the value and the importance of relationship and relating to another person. With the Two of Cups, there is a coming together of energies and making agreements, making pacts, maybe making some compromises, but really coming together with someone else and sharing your vision for something, or sharing a part of yourself and connecting with another on this basis of shared intentions, shared interests, or shared values. So what does the Two of Cups mean for us this week, specifically for the weekend at the end of the week? I think the weekend is a time to, well, there's a few different ways we could read this. So number one is that the weekend is a good time to focus on relationships. So if you have a significant other, focusing on just nurturing your connection. And it doesn't have to be anything major, but just maybe spending some quality time together. That's one way of seeing this card. But if you're not in a relationship, the Two of Cups can also represent the power of partnership in all different realms. And so it could be, teaming up with someone to work on a particular project, or something along those lines. I think it's interesting because when I was talking about the Three of Coins, I said normally there's more people on this card, and I talk about the importance of collaboration and working with others. But in this version, there's one guy by himself. And so then now we have the Two of Cups, which is about collaboration and coming together. And this idea that there's sometimes more to gain by working with others than trying to do everything on your own by yourself. And if I look at this card as a whole, I see this guy working by himself but being quite happy, and then this bird who's moving quite forward quickly towards this couple. And so there seems to be this transition from working solo, doing things alone, to teaming up with someone, forging some kind of bond, some kind of partnership. Okay, let's look at these cards. Let's look at all of these cards together. Let's see if there's any other themes or anything that jump out. I'm just noticing my cards look kind of crooked there. Okay. Okay, so just looking for any repeating themes, symbols, anything like that. And feel free to do the same. Have a look. And of course, feel free to comment. And if you have a different take on these cards than I had, feel free to share in the comments below. And one symbol that really stands out to me, and it's very subtle, so I'm going to bring the card a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, let's get this focused here. All right, so if you look at that funny little cat face with the wings, there's a caduceus. I don't know if I'm saying that right, caduceus. There's the two snakes entwined going up a staff. It's that healing symbol. That's that medical symbol. And again, it kind of makes me think of these two snakes going upwards. It's like, again, it makes me think of that theme of ascension, which I talked about with the pillar. So I think that's interesting. So I do feel like all of these cards have this theme of making progress this week and either moving upward or moving forward or both at the same time. And the themes that stand out to me this week are working on projects that have meaning and being able to really focus and utilize your unique abilities and talents and skills. And then like moving forward, things happening quickly, that the power of setting an intention and taking even a tiny little action or a little step is going to really get the ball rolling this week. And then the Two of Cups is about harmony, relationship, seeing the good in another person and kind of teaming up with someone, coming together, having a shared vision or value. So those are the three themes that I see kind of being central to this week. So looks like a really great week. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Again, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. Lots of fun tarot learning resources for you to check out. Lots of tarot spreads, tarot exercises. I've got videos on all the major arcana cards and some of the court cards. So be sure to check that out. I'll put links below. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week.